Hey everyone, this is Martha Best with Local Expert News TV, and we have a very special guest here today with us, Dr. Rob Mabry of Downtown Wellness of Nashville, Tennessee. Good afternoon, Dr. Mabry.
Hey Martha, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. And what he is going to do is answer the question that so many of our viewers have been asking, which is when you go online to find a chiropractor, how do you find a really good one? So, Dr. Rob, I'd like to thank you so much for joining us. Do you have any tips for people who are looking online? Thousands look every single day for someone. As someone who's been in the business for over 15 years, what advice would you give someone thinking and looking for a really good chiropractor in their local area?
Yeah, sure. You can put anything on a website. So I guess some of the best advice I could give would, look for authenticity. Look for try to get, is the site giving you a feeling of, warmth and caring would be one thing. Or is it just a bunch of information thrown out there trying to cover everything under the sun and claiming that they can cure everything from whooping cough to, I joke there a little bit, but look for a chiropractor that is looking at the body as a whole, not just through chiropractic eyes, but also dealing with the musculoskeletal system and doing things like massage therapy and physical therapy along with the chiropractic. That's probably the best advice.
Thank you. That sounds. I can see the importance, especially for someone who wants to look at your whole body as a system instead of just treating these little bits and pieces and looking at you as an individual and listening to your needs. So, Dr. Rob, what are some of the services that you provide to people in your local area?
Well, another thing that I would mention, once you find somebody that's offering, maybe you already have an idea about some of the services that you want. If you're a complete newbie to chiropractic and you've never been before, it can be a little bit scary. So, finding out whether or not they look at the body as a whole is important, and then reach out to that office. If they do say they offer these services, give them a call. One of the most important things that you can find in a chiropractor is, do they treat each case on its own merits? Do they have a formula that they follow and they put everybody on the same care plan, or is it based on the clinical presentation of that person, that individual who's sitting in front of them at that moment? That's just a question that you shouldn't be afraid to ask. Call the clinic, ask the front desk, ask to speak to one of the doctors. The more you get, the more knowledge you gain about them, the less chance you're going to have to make a mistake. And I have a long athletic history, and it's one of the things that, one of the skill sets that I think that sets me apart from probably the other fellas, is that I think I have a very, I competed for over 25 years, so it gives me a special insight into human performance. My undergrad is in nutrition, so we look at the body from a nutritional standpoint as well. We try to advise on diet, getting and mechanics, how to go through your daily activities with better technique, so that you don't put yourself in situations where you have these aches and pains all the time. So it's more about education. We try to educate through diet and lifestyle. Also, why chiropractic, the science behind chiropractic, why it works, and then also offer massage therapy and physical therapy as well. So ultrasound. So we treat a multitude of different pain scenarios. It can be from sprained ankles to the traditional presentation, which is low back or upper back or neck or maybe headaches, that sort of thing.
Oh, wow. So for somebody looking for a good chiropractor online, And there are so many chiropractors in your area, and you've mentioned so many ways that you're different. What should someone actually expect when they come to visit you? I mean, it sounds like you have such a really nice approach.
Well, we're gonna, I pride myself, and I push everyone in the office, especially the therapist, anybody who's going to put their hands on a patient who comes to us, to be clinically proficient. And so the massage therapists, they work right in conjunction with me, and their goal is to be an extension of what the chiropractic is offering the patient through their soft tissue, myofascial release techniques. And so their ultimate goal is to rehabilitate. All of our goal is to rehabilitate the patient. There's a big difference between adequate living and then optimal living. And so our biggest goal is to get the patient to where they can lead a life of optimal health, not just adequate health. And that's that's a challenging thing to define. You can define disease. You take vitamin C out of the diet, you're going to get scurvy. That's easy. But how well can I be? That's a little bit more challenging. And we, that's our lofty goal, is to try to educate the patient, deliver all the services that we deliver, so that the person has an opportunity to achieve optimal wellness.
Oh, this is such a great approach. The idea that you could push the threshold to optimal health and tailor your treatment plans to actually do that. And it sounds like this would also help create a situation where your dependency on health insurance is lessened, correct?
Well, that's true. Somebody once joked and said that chiropractic and massage therapy together are the best cosmetic you'll never put on your face. And so that when you are healthier, you should need less health care. And so in this day and age of managed care and healthcare reform, it's scary. And we have patients coming in. You can see it in the news. It's I don't have to tell you anything new. Everybody's freaked out about the healthcare situation in this country. And so my advice, one piece of advice, would be to take better care of yourself. Therefore, you shouldn't need as much health care. And that's the secret behind chiropractic and massage therapy together, is that when you have a healthier physical body, not only does it take more stress off your organs, because they're there to support the physical body, but you should need less health care. The healthier you are pays dividends the longer you're on the planet. So it's not just about pain management. It's about being well and really pushing that envelope of optimal wellness, optimal health.
Oh, wonderful. I would like to thank you so much, Dr. Rob, for coming on. And I know if people would like to get more information, they can reach you at 615-255-7900. And again, if anyone wants more information on finding a great chiropractor or how to reach that optimal level of health, you can contact Dr. Mabry. Well, Dr. Rob, I really would like to thank you again for really being such an amazing leader in the local industry, especially in downtown Nashville, for chiropractic. Thank you again so much for coming on.
Oh, great. Thanks for having me.